ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणि निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। From the second mantra, page number 83. Page number 83. तस्मै सहोवाच इहैवान्तशरीरे सौम्य स पुरुषो यस्मिन् नेताः षोडशकलाः प्रभवन्ति इति। तस्मै सहोवाच इहैवान्तशरीरे सौम्य स पुरुषः यस्मिन् नेताः षोडशकलाः प्रभवन्ति इति। We were seeing yesterday that in the sixth Prashna, the Kshatriya Sukesha of the Bharadwaj, he approached with Prahlad and there he asked this question that I want to know about that Purush, that Shodashkala Purush, who resides in this body. So he said that one prince had approached him. His name was Hiranyanama, he was from Kosal Desh, and he had asked this question, and that thought is still pricking me that I did not know the answer, and because I also want to know about it. So can you please tell me about the Shodashkala Purush? Till here we had seen in the first mantra of sixth Prashna, 6.1. Now, coming to the second mantra, Tasmai Sahovacha. Tasmai meaning to that Shishya or to that Bharadwaja Sukesha, Pippalad Muni is replying. Tasmai Sahovacha. Iha eva anta sharire, in this body alone. This body alone. Iha eva anta sharire asti. Full stop. You can make small sentences so that you can understand. In this body alone, asti. Iha eva anta sharire asti. He is there. Soumya Sapurhe Soumya. Oh, the cool-faced one. Oh, the one with a cool face, Soumya, like the moon, face like the moon. Sa Purusha Yasmin. In this Purush only, Yasmin, Etaha Shodashkala Prabhavanti iti. And the 16 kalas are there in this Purush only. So I had told you to see 105 page. So in that mantra, number 4, all those kalas are told. So we should not confuse this with the kalas of Shri Krishna or with the kalas of different avatars. It's not that kala. So he is saying here that it starts, all the kala starts, Prabhavanti meaning starts or emanates. It starts from where? From this Purush only, that is in this Sharir. Okay, so here now, can you see the Bhashya? It is a huge Bhashya where a lot of Puripa, four Puru Paksha are going to come. You see where it is ending. It is ending on page number 94. Just look at it. So there's a huge Bhashya and it is very interesting. Okay, so we'll be very careful, be very alert. We are going to discuss all these Purupakshas, these 4 Purupakshas. So who are those 4 Purupakshas? 4 Purupakshas are the Kshanikvad, Kshanik Vigyanvad. Then there comes the Shunyavad. Then there will come the Nyayik and then Charvak. These 4 philosophies, they are our philosophies only. Our meaning, they are from the Sanatana Dharma only, they are belonging to us. So, we have got 9 philosophies. In those 9, we are going to take these 4 philosophies who will be giving their own points from their perspective about the kalas and different things. So, many things will be clarified there. So, first let us start from the Bhashyam on page number 83. Tasmai Sahovacha. The Bhashyam. You have to be a little bit more alert. I am alert. You continue. Okay. Tasmai Sahovacha. Pipalad told to that disciple. Ihayvanta Sharire Hriday Pundarik Akash Madhye He Soumya. He Soumya, O cool faced one, like the moon faced one. I am telling you that in this body alone, Iha eva anta sharire, Hridaya Pundarika Akasha Madhye. Hridaya meaning the heart. Hridaya Pundarika. Pundarik meaning the lotus. So lotus heart. Hridaya Pundarika Akasha Madhye. In that there is a space. In that heart, in that lotus heart, there is a space. In that Madhye, in that space, He Soumya sa Purushaha na Deshantare Vikyayaha. It is not in some Deshantar. It is not in some other Desh. It is here only. Where? In your own heart. So where is it? It is in the heart. The space in the heart is there. In the heart there is space. In the space there is Antakaran. So there this Purush, he is there. He is established there. Not any elsewhere. It is, what is the meaning? The meaning is that you should not go outside or paroksh. It is very aparoksh. Aparoksh, it is very near to you. It is not paroksh. It is not outside. It is not external. So these words, paroksh and aparoksh, you're familiar with it. So it is very aparoksh. It is very nearer than the nearest. Nearer than the nearest. Who is that? That is that Purush. Vikyayaha, full stop. Okay, so in this body alone, so what is that? It is the consciousness conditioned by the mind. It is the consciousness conditioned by the space. It is the consciousness conditioned by the physical heart. See, there are limitations of my words. So you have to understand it like that, because I am trying to explain something inexplicable. So you also have to keep your mind very, very sharp and alert. So the consciousness, you know, everything is consciousness, but that consciousness is conditioned now. It is conditioned by the physical heart. In that physical heart, there is a consciousness conditioned by space. In that, there is a consciousness conditioned by the mind. That is called the Anta. So there, he is there. So Hridaya Pundarika Akash Madhye. So that is the obtainable place. That is the sthan, obtainable sthan, from which I can get that. Otherwise, it is everywhere. Why do I go to a temple? Because it is, Bhagwan is everywhere, Atma, Brahman is everywhere. But a temple is a place where he is available. Available to whom? Available to the consciousness conditioned by the mind. So for the mind, he is available in the form of Hanumanji, in the form of Krishna, in the form of Ram, in the form of Shiva, in the form of Devi. So this is the obtainable place. What? Hridaya Pundarika Akasha Madhye Sa Purushaha Na Deshantare Vigyeya. Full stop. Okay, let us move forward. Yasmin etaha uchyamanaha, in that Purush. Yasmin etaha uchyamanaha, which will be told. Uchyamanaha meaning the future tense, which will be told, later. Shodashkala Pranadyaha. I told you the page number 105. All those Pranadi. Pranadyaha meaning Pran Adi. All those Shodashkala, all the 16 kalas. Prabhavanti Utpadyante. Prabhavanti meaning they start or they emanate. They start from there only. In that Purush only these kalas start. Okay, the Shodash. Now there's a lot of gap in our Sanskrit classes, sessions. I had taught you cardinal and I have taught you ordinals. Do you remember? What is a cardinal and what is an ordinal? Anybody of you? Anybody remembers what is cardinal and what is ordinal? What is the difference between ekam and prathama? Pratham. What is the difference between ekam and pratham? What is the difference between dvi and dvitiya or dvitiya? Are you understanding? What is the difference between three and what is the difference between tritiya? I'm giving you hints. So one is called ordinal, one is called cardinal. Can you understand? It is normal, even Simaji or Satoshi can get it. One defines the order, sequence. That is called ordinal. Okay. And one is the cardinal. Cardinal meaning what? It is the for 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. The category, I mean the serial. So when I am defining the ordinal, it is the pratham, dvitiya, tritiya. So here, the shodasha is what? Ordinal or cardinal? Hmm? It is what? It is ordinal or cardinal? Now you only have to tell me. I'm not going to tell. I just told you. Is it order? It is the 16th Purush or is it the 16 Kalas Purush? Okay, you can tell me that at least. in English? Is it the 16th Purush or is it the 16 Kala? 16th Kala Purush or is it the 16 Kalas Purush? Purush with 16 Kalas. I have unmuted you.
Purush with 16 colors.
Yeah.
Purush with 16 colors.
Purush with 16 colors, isn't it? So this is what this is called cardinal. This is not the ordinal. It is not the order in which I'm saying it is a 16th Kala Purush. Okay. So it is not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That is the ordinal. But here it is what? It is a cardinal. It is a Shodasha, meaning here the cardinal 16 Kala Purush. See, there are differences. When we see this in the Sanskrit class again, we will again remember all these things. So we have to remember this. So this is cardinal. The cardinal meaning what? It is not an ordinal. It is not the sequence. It is a 16 Kala Purush. Brahmavati iti. Okay. Now, इति षोडश कलाभिर उपाधिभूताभिः सकल एव निष्कलः पुरुषः लक्ष्यते अविद्यते या इति meaning हेत्वर्थे therefore इति षोडश कलाभिः with the 16 kalas upadhi, all these are upadhiभिः or by the upadhis, these are all conditionings. Remember the purush, the atma, the self, that cannot be conditioned with anything. These are all superimpositions. So, by the upadhi bhutabhi, sakala eva nishkalaha purusha. Nishkalaha eva purusha becomes sakal. Sakala means nishkal and sakal. With kala and without kala. Nishkal meaning without kala. So that nishkala purushaha, without any conditioning, that purush is appearing as sakal, as appearing as sakala. With what? With lakshate avidyaya iti. It is seen by avidya only. Like mind, pran, etc. I superimpose everything on myself. Mind. I never say today my mind is very excited or today my mind is very sad. I say I am sad. Okay, I am not feeling well. It is not that my body is not feeling well. These are not the expressions to be expressed in the world. These are the thoughts that have to be ingrained in ourselves so that whenever we are feeling or whenever we are undergoing some thoughts, at that time, I should be able to differentiate myself from that thought very soon. The faster I can differentiate between that this is my thought and this is I, we are not connected at all. This is only a superimposition on me. Then that pain or that excitement or that whatever becomes a little farther away from us. At present, I am so much one. I have become one with all these upadhis. So therefore, he is saying this Nishkal Purush has become Sakal. Sakal meaning with kalas. Sa kala eva. Sakal. So he has become, and through what? Avidyaya iti. By the avidya only. Because I am not seeing the original Purush. I am not seeing my original self. I am not able to see that it cannot be conditioned. So he is appearing with kalas. Okay. Like if I say, when we go to some stream, crystal clear stream, and I can see that there is a little bit of depth, and when I see the stones on the bed of that stream and the water is moving fast, I feel that the stones are also moving. Sometimes it happens that the stones are also moving, but the water is moving. When the water is muddy or colored, I feel that the stone is also muddy. But actually, the stone, if I take it out and wash it, is not muddy at all. So, whatever are the conditionings that is making the stone appear like that, it's not like that actually in reality. So what is happening? The stone in the water bed is getting affected by the conditionings of the water. If the water is hot, the stone might be feeling hot. If the water is cold, if I take the stone in my cold, it will be cold. It depends on the water, conditionings of the water. Okay, so this is all through avidya, only full stop. There you have to make a full stop. Lakshyate avidya iti, through avidya only, it is appearing like that. Tad upadhi kala adhyaropapanayena vidya sa purusha kevalo darshitavya iti. When I tad upadhi kala adhyaropa apanayena, by adhyarop and apanayan. Yesterday also we had taken this point. By adhyarop, by superimposition, and by taking away, by de-superimposition. Apavad, it is called apavad. Adhyarop, I am putting something first. I am putting the value of something as x, and then when I get the value of x, then I remove that x. Then I need not again keep that x only, because I've already solved the problem. I've solved it. So similarly here, I am just taking something and then I am putting it to prove something. So then I remove it. So I am putting it and then I am removing. This is called adhyarop and apavad. So adhyarop apavadabhyam nishprapancham prapanchate. This is a very famous line. What is it? Abhyas adhyaropa अभ्यास अध्यारोप अपवादाभ्याम अध्यारोप अपवादाभ्याम निष्प्रपंचम प्रपंचते. Nishprapancham, this is very important line. Nishprapancham meaning what? That which is without any prapanch. That which is without any prapanch, that what is there, that becomes very clear. Prapanchate. How? By adhyarop and apavad. By adhyarop and by apavad, nishprapancham prapanchate. This is a famous line. By adhyarop and apavad, I know what? I come to know the conditionless. I come to know the conditionless. So, I am superimposing the kalas to de-superimpose it and to know about that self, because otherwise I can't get to that self. I have to have some support. So that is why, to know what that Purush is, I am superimposing the kalas on that. This is what is said here. Tad, see again, upadhi kala adhyarop apanayena, apavad. Adhyarop and apavad, apanayena, vidya, by vidya. By vidya, because everything has a procedure. Everything, if a person is a CA, he has a procedure of making the liabilities and assets to make to come to some profit and loss. He has to make a balance sheet and he has to balance that sheet. That is why its name is balance sheet. Okay, a procedure, when a doctor is going through a procedure, then he has got a certain, directly he cannot operate. First, he has to check all the vitals. Then he has to take him to the operation theater. There he has to give him anesthesia. That also has to be regulated. There is a certain procedure of everything. An athlete, he can't write down, jump and start a marathon. He has to first train himself. He has to first have small slots. Then he can go for a bigger lap. Otherwise, he will faint in between. Otherwise, he will just get tired and he will get out of that race. So similarly here, everything has a procedure. By vidya, sa purushaha kevalo darshayitavya. Darshayitavya, see tavya pratyay. Tavya kartavya, like I told yesterday. This tavya pratyay meaning it should be known, it should be seen. So darshayitavya, it should be seen only. Only the purush should be seen, not the kalas. The kalas are just a superimposition. Iti, therefore, Therefore, what is happening? Kalanam tat prabhavatva uchyate. Therefore, this is the purpose shown of the kalas, why they are beginning the kalas from there. This is the thing. Because, say, tell me, what are the 5 things that the words can go to? The 5 things that the words can go to. The words explain only these 5 things. Transcending these 5 things, apart from these 5 things, the word can't explain anything. What are those 5 things? Jati. The first one is Jati. You should not forget all these things. Only 5 things can be explained by the words. If these 5 things are not there in anything, the words can't explain these. What else should a thing have? The first one is Jati. Do you remember something? ऐसे कैसे होगा? Question is that the words have a limitation. The words can only explain these 5 things. Apart from these 5 things, the words can't explain anything. So if I am talking about the Atma does not have these 5 things. Therefore, words can't explain that. What are those 5 things? The first one I've already told. It is Jati. Second, क्या चाहिए? मतलब वर्ड्स जो है किस चीज को एक्सप्लेन कर सकते? जाति, गुण, क्रिया, संबंध, रूढ़ी. How can you forget? Jati, guna, sambandh, kriya, and रूढ़ी. I'm not going to explain that all those things again. So, because this Purush does not have Jati, guna, kriya, sambandh, रूढ़ी. Therefore, what is happening? The words cannot explain that. When words cannot explain that, I have to superimpose something to explain. Isn't it? Like, I am not very sure, so Maji can help me in that. When I want to find out something, when I am checking something under the microscope, I remember very in my class 10 or 9, I think, in the bio lab, we were testing something, and there we had colored we had put some color in that, and when we put that plate under the microscopic lens, the things that I wanted to see had taken the color. The others had not taken the color. So because I want to explain that thing, these things are what acting as catalyst or acting as a supplement to enlarge or to magnify the view and make me see. And then when I come to know about it, I'll just remove it. And then I come to know, okay, this is also not there. I'll just remove it and see. Or I will, if I want to count the platelets in my blood, or if I want to count the RBCs in my blood, anything. There is a procedure in that. So I put something. They must be putting something. I don't know about it. They must be putting something so that it either magnifies or they can count it. You can count it. So in this way here also, I'm putting these colors. Where am I putting? I'm superimposing the colors on the Purush that is without any color. And then I remove. This is called Adhyarop and Apavad. Adhyarop Apavadabhyam Nishprapancham Prapanchate. Remember this line. Nishprapancham prapanchate. To know that Purush without conditionings, I am putting some conditionings on because I have some limitation because I am going into that periphery where the words can't go, where the thoughts can't go, where the speech can't go, where the vision can't go, where the touch can't go. How do I explain that inexplicable? So therefore, I am taking the help of these kalas. Okay, understood. Now, tat prabhavatva uchyate. I hope till here is clear. Now what is happening? Now, pranadinam atyanta nirvisheshe hridaye shuddhe tattve na shakyo adhyaropam antarena. So here it is saying that pranadinam. So we have to make this anvay like atyanta nirvisheshe hridaye purushuddhe tattve. That purush just now that we saw in hriday pundarika akasha madhye, in the hriday, in the space of the heart, lotus heart, that purush is there in the hriday. Shuddhe tattve. It is shuddha. It is unmixed with anything. It is unmixed with anything. That in that tattva, all are in saptami. So I am putting all that together. So hridaye shuddhe tattve nirvisheshe, atyanta nirvisheshe. It is specification less. It is without any gun, without any quality. How will I explain that? Because jati, guna, kriya, sambandha, rudi, only these can be explained by these words. How will I explain that? So pranadinam shakyo adhyaropam. So other than this adhyaropa, pratipadya pratipadan adi vyavhara kartum. To start this starting of this kala, pratipadya and pratipadana adi vyavhara kartum iti. So therefore, I am doing what? I am superimposing these kalas on the conditionless to explain what it is. Otherwise, on the self superposition of those kalas and the starting of the kalas is what is just a superimposition, my dear. It is not there actually. Other than that superimposition, this is not possible that Purush, the Hriday, Shuddhe, Tattve, Nirvishesha, that is appearing as a Shodashkala Purush. It's not that. It cannot be with any kalas. We have to be very clear on this. Okay. So other than this Adhyarop and Apavad, this Shodashkala Purush is not there. I hope this is clear. Otherwise, we'll try to continuously find out this Shodashkala Purush. That is not there at all. This is all superimposed. We'll see it later on. Okay. Kartum, full stop. Now what is happening? Iti, therefore, kalanam prabhava sthiti apyayaha aropyante avidya vishayaha, full stop. Meaning what? Meaning, see, therefore, kalanam prabhava, the birth, prabhava means birth, then sthiti, meaning sustenance, and apyayaha, dissolution of what? Kalana, the kalas. There are what? Aropyante are all superimposed. Aropyante are all superimposed. How are they aropyante? Avidya vishaya. They are all the vishay or the objects of ignorance only. My mind, if my mind was there, why will I not experience that mind during my deep sleep? In my this life only, I have experiences when I don't have experiences of the mind. When I have painted, we all must have painted sometime here or there. I did not experience anything at that time. It's very interesting. I have superimposed everything like that. Yesterday, what time was it? Around maybe 9 or 10 in the night. No, it must be around 8 o'clock. I was chatting with Shikhama, and Shikhama was in the flight. She was very, very enthusiastic because her son had taught her how to use WhatsApp during the flight. So she was chatting, and I'm crossing the Atlantic Ocean right now, and all those things she was telling me. So when when I stopped in the chat, she just gave me one message saying that in New York right now, this is the time. In India right now, this is the time. But right now, I am in a no time zone. I felt nice that she's realizing these things. These are the experiences that we have to keep, and these are our treasures. So I asked her, and with that, I just ended because I had to go to sleep. So I asked her that the time, if it was real, it would be with you right now also. So then I said, this is the thing. When we are in deep sleep also, we are all into no time zone. We all go into no time zone. There is no time. Like she was at that time, she was experiencing it in the waking state. That I don't know what's the time right now because my watch is as per my India time. But there I'm talking to Shubho, so there is New York time. But right now I don't know which time zone I am, so there is no time right now for me. Similarly, so I said that this is the thing. This proves the falseness of time. Time is not there. Similarly, all these things are what are the avidya vishayaha. These are all avidya vishay only. Because of avidya, that is ignorance, I am superimposing these kalana prabhava sthiti apyaha, birth of that kala, mind. You can take man, pran, all those things. Now you will see what are those. But all those colors that I am superimposing on that mind, on the self, everything, body, mind, five, Panchamahabhut, everything has been superimposed. Sustenance, dissolution, everything, aropyate. Somewhere you just mark that purushe, in that purush. Only I am doing what? I'm superimposing everything. Full stop. चैतन्य व्यतिरेकेण एव हि कला जायमाना तिष्ठन्ति अतः तिष्ठन्त्यः प्रलीयमानाश्च सर्वदा लक्ष्यन्ते. It is not different from that Chaitanya. Chaitanya avyatirekena is avyatirekena. Apart from that Chaitanya, not different from that Chaitanya, vyatirekena evahi kalaha. It is not, those kalas are also not different from that consciousness or the Chaitanya or the Brahma or the Atma. Because everything, jar, whatever is seen is being seen due to that Chaitanya only, due to that consciousness only. We agree on this point. We all of us agree on this point. That whatever is seen is due to that Chaitanya only. Apart from Chaitanya, nothing is there. Ornament is what? Ornament is nothing but gold. So those kalas are what? Those kalas are nothing but Chaitanya only. Mind is what? Mind is nothing but Chaitanya only. Okay. Pot is what? Pot is nothing but mud only. Wave is what? Wave is nothing but water only. Similarly, kalas, different kalas, whatever these kalas, 16 kalas will be spoken of, they are nothing but the Chaitanya. With Chaitanya avyatirekena eva hi kalaha jayamana tishtanti praliyamanasya sarvada lakshante. Which are they? Without that Chaitanya, it is seen as if they are born, as if they are which are stable, as if this is dissolved, praliyamanasya sarvada lakshante. They are seen. They're seen like that, but actually they are not. Okay. So here we have to understand this. That without that Chaitanya, it is just a superimposition on that Chaitanya. So this is which are born Jayamanaha, Tishtantya, Praliyamanasya, Sarvada Lakshana. They are seen like that when we are seeing them apart from that Chaitanya. But actually it is not so. So that. Now from here, Ata eva bhrantaha, from here, Kechid Agni Sayogad Dhritamiva Ghatadya Karena Chaitanyameva Pratikshanam Jayate Nashyati. From here, Purvaksh is starting. That I was telling you till page 94, I think. Okay, we have to be a little bit alert because 4 Purvaksh will be taken. So first is the Vigyanvad, Shanik Vigyanvad will be taken. It's very, very interesting. So here it is said, Ataiva Bhrantaha, all Bhranti, Bhrantaha. Bhrantaha meaning they don't know, they are all Brahmit people. Bhashikar Bhagwan, according to him, if these all are Brahmit people, they say what? Kechit, some of them say, like Agni Sayoga Dhritameva, like the Agni, the flame is born due to the Sayog of the wick and the ghee, the wick and the oil. Wick meaning the thread on and the oil, when they are coming together, when they are associated, only then the flame comes out. This is the example of this Shanik Vigyan one. Only then the flame comes out. Otherwise, if it is not associated naturally, there is no flame. Similarly, Ghatadya Karanena. So similarly, these people say that vritti comes out when the mind and the Atma, they come together. When the mind is associated with the Atma, at that time only vritti comes out. Otherwise, there is no vritti. This is what? This is Kshanik Vigyan one. The Bauddha people. Bauddha have 4, na? This is a Kshanik Vigyan. Okay? So Kshanik Vigyan one. Chaitanyam eva pratikshanam jayate nashati. So Chaitanya alone is born. Imagine. They are saying Chaitanya alone is born. And Chaitanya alone is pratikshanam nashyati jayate. It is destroyed and it is jayate. It is born and it is dying. Like the flame that is coming again and again, again and again. One flame is coming, it is going, coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. So he is saying, these people say that similarly, this Chaitanya also comes and goes, comes and goes. Okay, so let me first just explain it to you in short. Then we will go ahead. Now, what is happening? See, Vigyanvad people, they say that like the wick is associated with the oil. When the wick is associated with the oil, the flame is born. Naturally, the flame is born. So similarly, when the mind and the sanskar come together, or when the mind and the atma come together, then the vritti is born. The chaitanya is born. So Chaitanya is born. Chaitanya is born according to them. Chaitanya is what? It is born. So it is born and it dies when the mind is not associated in deep sleep. That is why they say that we are lying like jad. At that time, there is nothing. There is no consciousness in our mind, because mind is not associated with Atma at that time. So Chaitanyata is not a good quality of that Atma. It is coming and going. So Chaitanyata dies. Understood? It's very, very clear. We have heard this many times. So they are saying nothing called vritti. Vritti is not there. It is just changing. Continuously, these vrittis are changing. Nothing called Chaitanya. So they are calling it Vinashi Chaitanya. Vinashi, another word, Jayanti. Nashyati and Jayanti. So the Chaitanya is only born and it is dying. Born and it is dying. Okay. So now let me tell you, these Vigyanvadis, they have 2 things. They say one is Geya and one is Gyan. Again, one is Geya, that is the object or the known, and one is the Gyan, that is the knowledge. 2 things. Okay, so whatever is known is called Geya. Okay, I am knowing the object. I am knowing a pen. So that pen is geya. It is in the form of vritti. World, the whole world, everything in this world is in the form of knowledge. It is geya. Okay, very simple. Everything, I'm knowing everything. Outside objects, I'm knowing it. Where am I knowing? In the mind, in the form of vritti, in the form of knowledge. I'm knowing everything. So here, as it is known, it is called geya. What? The whole world is nothing but geya. This is clear? Yes, it is simple. Simple. Everything here, the knowledge of the world. So I use a word called geya instead of world. Is it right? Is it fine? Shall we move ahead? I am not using the word world. What am I using? I am using the word geya. See, there is a difference. When I use the word world, when I use the word world, I feel there is something external and there is a real object in the world. But when I use the word geya, I feel that it is in the mind, it is in the form of vritti, and it can be unreal. So the real thing aspect in that world becomes a little bit loose when I say the word geya instead of the word world. Is it clear? Again, the whole world is what? It is in the form of knowledge. I am knowing each and everything in this world in the form of vritti, in the form of knowledge in my mind. So that knowledge word is called geya. Now I stop using the word world outside, but I say everything is geya. Why? Because the moment I use the word world, the word world meaning that something is very real outside. But the moment I replace that word in the form of geya, what is happening? The word geya will give me a hint that it may or may not be because it is in the form of a thought, a vritti. It's in the mind. So I loosen the fact of reality in the world when I use this word geya. Okay. Now, next step. When I say geya, there should be a person who is knowing this geya. When I say geya, that is the knowledge, there has to be a gyan that is known by somebody. Gyan should be there. Okay. So world is what? The world is known by what? The world is known by knowledge. I have already explained you geya. Now we'll come to the gyan portion. So geya is known by what? It is known by jnana, knowledge. Okay. So world is not existing apart from this knowledge. Again, world is not existing apart from this knowledge. You cannot separate this world. I will separate this world and I will separate this knowledge and put it different, separate portions, separate categories. You can't do it. Try. The moment world comes, you have to have knowledge. The moment knowledge comes, it is of some object. You cannot separate both of them. So if something is not existing apart from knowledge, world won't be other than knowledge. Like I am seeing a pen also, I am seeing a book also. They are existing apart from each other. It does not, I don't need the book to see the pen. I don't need the pen to see the book. So therefore, I can say that both of them are existing separately. They have separate existences because both can be seen separately. But here, can you differentiate or separate world and knowledge? If I stop the knowledge, I am not able to see the world. When I'm stopping the world, I'm not able to think. I mean, there is no object of thought, so there is no thought, there is no knowledge. Okay, so Vigyanvadis say that there are two things, Gaya and Gyan, and they cannot be separated. They can't exist separately. So therefore, the world is nothing, but it is seen inside as a Gaya only. The world is not outside, but it is in the mind only. It is seen in the mind only. I hope this is clear. समझ में आया इतना? Any doubt? I told you you have to be alert. Very simple. Simple thing is what? Gaya and Gyan. They cannot be separated. So whatever world is there, I am calling it knowledge of the world. So Gaya. So I am replacing the word world with the Gaya. World is separate, Gaya is separate. I have separated it. I am seeing the whole world in my mind and I am seeing it as Gaya. So therefore, I am reducing the reality in the world. I use the word I use the word Gaya instead of the word world. Simple. This is called Gaya. Because everything is in the form of knowledge in my mind. This is clear? Now, what is Gyan? Gyan is what? Gyan cannot be separated from the from the from the world. So if I am seeing both of them in one go, it is I am not able to separate them and see. That means what? They are one only, they are not separate, they cannot be separated. So world is nothing but knowledge. So therefore, this Vigyanvadis say that whatever I am experiencing outside, I'm experiencing that is in my mind only. The world is nothing but Gaya. You can't separate. See, don't go to see in deep sleep state. What happens in deep sleep state? There is no mind, so there is no world. I need the mind for the world. I need the thoughts for the world. Because there is no thought during deep sleep state, there is no world. There may be questions like, Are, but still the world was continuing. I've already told you the answer. World was continuing when I was asleep also. But at that time, for me, it was not continuing. After I got up, then I saw. If I didn't get up by chance, where is the world? So who's saying that the world was there when I was asleep also? Only after I get up, I come. In Yoga Vashisht, all these examples are given. If you want to go, you can go in June to Kolvan. My Acharyaji is taking a whole big yagna on Yoga Vashisht. Make a plan and go there. So in Yoga Vashisht, a person was dreaming. A person was dreaming that he was plucking flowers. And in his dream only, while plucking flowers, he went to deep sleep. The flowers were half picked. And then again, he came back, he got up. I mean, in the dream only. He got up from the sleep and he came back to dream state. There he saw that the basket that he was plucking flowers was full. Now the question is whether it is correct or not, whether the dream state is right or wrong. whether the dream state actually is real or unreal. Naturally, dream state is unreal. Similarly, here also, outside world is also unreal. Can't compare. Okay. So here, that is why the world is known. So known is not other than the knowledge. There is one thing called known, the other thing called knowledge. Geya and the Gyan. So everything, whatever I am knowing outside, it cannot be different than the knowledge. But what is happening? Knowledge is inside. Knowledge is inside. Through the knowledge, through this I. So world is known as what? World is known as this. And who is knowing this? I. So I have made this in this knowledge into two again. Aham and idam. Aham and idam. Do you understand? So everything world is known as this, and whoever is knowing this is called I. So without this, world cannot be known. And who is knowing this? This I. So I also has to know this. So in me, the experiences of the world is there. I hope this is clear. Go very, very slowly. Don't hurry. Whenever I think about this world, there is somebody who is knowing this world. He's called the Aham, the small Aham. Aham, Aham, Aham. Who is this Aham? Who is knowing the Idam? So if there is Idam, there has to be Aham. So Aham and Idam, Aham and Idam, Aham and Idam. That Chaitanya only has now differentiated itself into two, Aham and Idam. So the whole world comes under this Idam. And the one who knows this is called Aham. So now there are three things. I, this, and the world. You can merge this and the world. So there are two things. I and the world. I and the this. So I is the Aham and world is, or the this is the Idam. So Aham and Idam. Now, this Aham and Idam, they cannot be separated. This Aham and this Idam, they cannot be separated. If it could be separated like the book and the pen, then I can know both of them separately, but I am unable to know them separately. Without Aham, can you know Idam? Just try. There is no Aham vritti in you, like in the time of sleep or during the time when it gets unconscious. There's no Aham. For that, the Idam is also not. And a lot of Idam is there, but the Aham is not there. Who will know that? For both the cases, Aham and Idam have to be together to meet each other. This is clear. So continuously, this matterness of the world is outside. Understand? Matterness, the external, the matterness of that world is outside. External world. That is called the Idam. You cannot take away the matterness of that Idam. And you both of them cannot be separated. So outsideness or the matterness is called this Idam. So there is this knowledge, there is a book and there is the knowledge of the book. There is this pen and there is the knowledge of the pen. But when there is no Aham, when I'm sleeping, neither there is book, neither there is pen. Why? Because that Aham is not there. So the matterness or the outsideness, externalness cannot be understood if that Idam is not there inside. Okay, so what is it? Everything outside is being experienced by this aham. Everything is experienced by the Chaitanya. So, like sugar candy, the sweet meat, the sugar candy is what? Is nothing but the sugar only. If you remove the sugar, there is no sugar candy. Okay. If you remove the body and Panchamaha, if you remove the Panchabhut, 5 elements of the body, it's nothing. Panchamahabhut is that body. Body is Panchamahabhut. Similarly, here the whole world is experienced by what? The whole world is experienced by my aham as idam. If you take away that aham, there is no idam. If you take away the idam, even the aham can't be experienced. The smaller aham I'm talking, who is continuously experiencing as I. So this Gyeya and Jnana are together, are always together. This Gyeya and Jnana, if knowledge of the world is there, then the knowledge of that I thought also has to be there. If the knowledge of I thought is there, the knowledge of the world also has to be there. If there is no I thought, there is no world. If there is I thought, then there is world. Be slow. Slowly think about it. If there is no I, there is no world. If there is I, then only the world is there. They cannot be separated. Okay, so this thought or this idam thought is completely dependent on this I. Completely dependent. And the other vice versa. The other thought, the aham is also dependent on idam. Both of them are continuously dependent. Idam has to be with them. Aham has to be with idam. So these people, the Vigyanvadi, what do they say? That this aham and idam, they come in a set. They come, they go. They come, they go. They come, they go. So one is coming and going. So this is one set. We'll go to this again on Monday. That one set comes, it goes. Again another set. Now in between, what is happening? In between, what is happening? So in between, the other Shunyavad will come. You will say that there is Shunya. There is nothing. When two are there, aham idam, aham idam, aham idam. One flame came, it went away. So one Chetan is coming, it is dying there only. Then again another flame is rising, it is dying there only. In between, so nothing is there. You call it nothing, Shunya. No, Shunyavad. This was Vigyanvad and this is Shunyavad. Please revise this and we will come to it later on. Vrityasvaham, Vrityamashritaha, Vrityo manaha, Vrityaham manaha. This is what Upadesha says. But everything is that manu. Vrityasvaham, Vrityamashritaha. Vritti, it is ashrit of the vritti. Okay. So this is their philosophy. For them, I thoughts are not absolute. For them, it is relative to this I, to thisness, idam. So aham is related to idam. Idam is related to aham. They come in a set, they are coming and going, coming and going. They are dying. Can you imagine? Chaitanya is dying and again come. Rebirth of Chaitanya. Atma ko hi marna. Okay, so for them, therefore, Chaitanya is Vinashi. Vinashi, it can take many shapes. Therefore, it is saying Chaitanyam eva pratikshanam jayate nashyate iti. This line has been explained. This Chaitanya only is pratikshanam. Every kshana, pratikshanam. It is jayate and nashyate. It is born and it is dying. This is their philosophy. That one day we will see this. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru